Welcome, boys and girls. Costine here with a discussion about Helldivers 2. And what I want to talk about in this specific video is exactly how we managed to, well, survive this war. Because at the moment, things are a bit tense for us in our current campaigns. Let's take a look at the situation that we do have. And this is going to be the important part to understand because this map is an indication of everything we're dealing with. Things are out there. So we obviously failed to wipe out the automatons, which is a big problem. The Terminids are building up whatever they are building up in the glow. And then we've got the Illuminati, which are actually the biggest threat to us at this specific point. And the reason they're the biggest threat is if you look at these sectors, these three sectors, they're very, very close to Super Earth. Last time the Illuminati attacked Super Earth, they did it through warp gates. God knows what else they have. That's the reason we need to at least eliminate and stabilize the situation with the Illuminati, specifically in this sector. That's the major order proposition. But my guess is the automatons are also doing certain other things at the moment that they're building up to launch their counterattack. And what's gonna happen most likely is we need to stabilize these kind of front lines, because if we don't stabilize these front lines, we won't just be hit by one of these factions. We're gonna be hit by all of these factions at the same time. And yes, we lose. We can defeat any one of these, but the board that we currently have is so inherently unstable. Black holes, sectors we control, supply lines that we're missing, that the moment they all attack us at the same time, it is going to be a complete clusterfuck of a situation. Now, one thing I would point out to the people playing this right now, there is a tendency for people to go too far in terms of how they choose their loadouts, how they choose their difficulty, and so on and so forth. Well, you're going to need a team, and you're going to need the proper gear to use. So, for instance, one of the things I personally like to use is the Punisher Plasma, but that's my personal choice. That's just my playstyle. I also have the Senator right now that I'm going to load out, and I also have the High Explosive Grenade. Armor-wise, if I'm looking, and this is just, you know, a personal note, everyone has their own specific loadout, and you know, that's the thing, you also want to use boosters. So for instance, sometimes you want to go Vitality Enhancement, other times you want Recon. I would say the most important thing that any specific match should have is Hell Pod Space customization, and other things can come later. You know, these three, they're secondary, but the most important thing you have on a full team is Hell Pod Space optimization, followed by whichever is appropriate, dependent on the person you have in your campaign. Helmet-wise, cape-wise, you know, that's just, you know, personal preference. I have the Eye of Liberty over here. But in terms of armor, again, depends on what you're dealing with, depends on what you're carrying. You know, sometimes you just want to have heavy armor if you're going to go up with heavy weapons. Other times, you want to have something like a tactical thing or Savior of the Free or whatever. Like, that's the thing that I do have right there. And yes, that is not, yes, work. Now, super credit-wise, you can spend either real money or you can just farm it. But is that balance, right? Choose that balance. Don't go too far spending your money in the video game, because if you do so, that's just going to create its own bloody issues in your real life. Know when to stop and when to, you know, actually do your work, do your job. There are ways of getting a lot of super credits in the game. For instance, you know, you can go on trivial difficulty and go with a rover as an example, just to indicate what I'm talking about. Because there are those caches of super credits around the map, right? But in order to do so, yeah, you can go on foot. That's slow. You can play missions. And look, you don't need to unlock anything crazy the moment you start. You know, you can just play normally, get to level 25, and then we scroll down. A bit too far right there. Just gonna try and find it. We do have the rover, the fast recon vehicle. The fast recon vehicle travel around the map, move as a team together. But also importantly, just if you're going on trivial difficulty, you can find interminate sectors, especially, or open maps in general, you can find a lot of those hidden caches. Just understand that when you're doing trivial, you're not interested in completing the mission. When you're doing a super hell dive, you better be locked in. Personally, the difficulty that I'm at right now with my character, I can barely finish suicide missions. It's a bit tricky. Depends on the team, the loadout I go for. The one I can definitely do is extreme difficulty at this specific level. But yeah, suicide mission is something. But anything higher than extreme is going to require a good amount of coordination. Now, for me personally, I know my limits. You should know yours. Don't go bashing your head against the wall of a super hell dive if you don't actually have the people to play around with. So that is the simple reality. And also, don't be afraid of going for SOS beacons. Like, if you're the kind of person who's really locked in and someone who knows what they're doing, don't be afraid of, you know, quick playing various things. Like, for instance, you know, if I go with this and I see the situation, then yeah, you know, it's sometimes very useful to just jump into a match, play said match, and yeah, just go for it. Now, what do they need right here? Okay, so he's got a lot of weaponry, but not enough turrets. So I'm going to bring an autocannon, and I'm also going to bring on... Do I need a shield generator? Well, we already got a jetpack available over here, so I'm going to go with the shield generator, and I'm also going to get with Hellpot's-based optimization and the current weapons I have. Just going to drop in to help out people. And look, if you're a high-level player, don't be frustrated helping low-level players out. What is important, however, is everyone communicates and listens to each other properly. Like, someone who's new to the game is obviously going to struggle with figuring things out, and if you're a highly experienced player, then that's going to be the problem you're going to be dealing with. So let's just get together, and we are going to drop orbital laser right there just to secure that specific flank. Or wherever it's needed, just make sure that you don't get hit by your own lasers. Okay, so collect the black box. We need to get that black box. Let's go for it. Right, so we got 14, 15. All right, let's go, and let's just move north, directly to the north. Forget the samples. If you want to get samples, you get samples in missions for it. Obviously, you can do both of them at the same time, but very importantly, when you're dealing with different objectives, I'm just going to call in. Yeah, I need a res. Yeah, don't be afraid or ashamed of dying. Reinforcement. Thank you. Much appreciated, buddy. God. We could definitely use another player right here. Yeah. Let's go to it. I mean, we could obviously complete the mission here, but sometimes you just need to find the final one who shows up when you least expect it. Okay, so I'm just going to drop an autocannon sentry right here. Now, as for the super armed forces, I think the way the armed forces should work as a mechanic is that they show up when you need them, and really maybe they should be something that certain specific players call in. But yeah, we could use that deployment now. How do I do that? Come on, buddy. Oh, shit.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
Well, I guess the military arrives when it does, right? How do you destroy... I genuinely don't even know how the fuck to destroy those things. That's the problem. I have no idea where to hit them. So I'm just going to worry about these guys. Like, that's the thing. Know your limits. Don't just assume you can do everything all at once. Like, you can't throw grenades. I'm going to have to check that. Like, I admit I've been playing a lot against automatons for obvious reasons. But the problem has always been, okay, just going to reinforce. Yeah, okay, thanks for the beacon, and I'm going to drop a supply one for everyone involved, and yeah, how do we destroy that? Let me just put that kind of sample up. Yep. So there's the armed forces. Just make sure you don't kill your own guys. I mean, obviously friendly fire in the game is a big issue, but yeah, I'm just going to, oh, someone's gonna need to get that. Now, one of the problems I've always had in a lot of different games, thanks for Coyote, much appreciated, buddy. Goddamn Illuminati. Reinforcement over. Thanks. How many reinforcements? Let's drop here. Yeah, that will do it. Oh, we got air support for the bugs. Yeah. Or the Illuminati. Probably use some air support ourselves. Like, we do got Eagles, but maybe the Superior Armed Forces need everything. Tanks, aircraft, and all that. Dependent on when it's appropriate. Obviously, how you call them in is a different discussion. That's why certain things need to be handled better. Okay, let's see. Where are the ships? Okay, let's move on to the next group. So, or where's that black box? The black box is right there. So let's just get out of here. Like, there's no point in wasting time on a mission that's gone on. We've destroyed the ships. Bonus objectives are all well and good. They give you more experience, but sometimes you just gotta know when to draw your limit. And it's in essence the question of like, okay, let's extract. Or rather, let's get the black box and then let's extract. I'm just going to get that shield generator pack because someone's going to need to carry that stuff. Let me just move. Come on, stop wasting around. Get your asses together. Oh. Yep. Okay, we got the black box. Let's activate the terminal. And yeah, oh, keep an eye on the airstrike situation because they are using air power. Just duck and cover and keep moving. I'm gonna be at the location and I'm gonna set up some defenses. Like, it's fine to split apart if you need to. Like, some people do objectives, some people just go set up various defenses. Because we are going to need the defenses. Let me just reload, come on. And we got the DLSS, huh? Yeah, the problem is the DSS is a great thing, but it's like doing way too damn much in only one front. We obviously don't have enough, oh. I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe the DSS is something the players decide where it should be, but the other sectors where it's not should get some kind of super, I don't know, carrier group or whatever to show up. Let me just put that. Okay, so we're raising the satellite tower. And I'm just going to call in. Do we need it even? Wait, no, not really. Just don't get hit by it. Okay, just gonna be careful. Nice and calm, nice and chill. We got airstrikes. Yeah. Do we need a shield generator? No, not really. Just wait for that black box and then we extract. Don't worry about the bases, they're pretty points. Also destroying enemy bases. Okay, I'm just gonna activate it. What am I missing? We need a dish alignment. Let's see. So it's just a bit off course.
Engaging terminal. First one, southwest.
Where is it? Let me go for it. Yep, I got it.
I'm on it. I got the terminal.
There they are. Let's activate the data transmission.
I got the terminal.
Oh, I moved it. Fair enough. Yeah, just let me do
I'm on it.
it. Easy.
Activating
There we go.
jump pack.
I think that should be it. Let me just listen.
Tagging location.
All right.
Say hello to democracy. Illuminate southeast. Close. Engaging terminal.
Yeah, it needs to be done to the right. Go get a green. I'll cover it.
Mag's empty.
Squid outpost destroyed.
I'll tell you when to stop. Okay,
I got the terminal.
activated.
Mag's empty.
All right, I'm gonna drop a shield generator.
Calling down fortifications.
By the way, some people were like, do we need a medic class in the game? And I'm like, no, we do not need a medic class in the game. What we do need, because let me tell you something about playing a healer. Because I've played healers. Playing a healer kind of sucks for the person involved in playing the healer because they don't get to actually, you know, play the actual video game. And therein lies... Yep, okay. We uploaded, let's get out of there. I'll drop that autocannon on the thing. What we need are people who are willing to use shield generators and turrets, but not going too far. Some people do go too far. Some people rely too much on airstrikes. I mean, we could maybe use a war bond for it, I suppose.
Calling in orbital strike. Mag's empty.
Yeah, take that bitch down. Alright, we got something there. You guys head to extraction, I'll go get that thing. Whatever it is.
Found something.
Alright. Okay. Alright, we got shield generator relay coming in soon enough.
Squid outpost spotted.
Yep. Hey, remember the ones who died before you, right?
Requesting air support.
Alright, I'm coming on you, Green.
Calling down a sentry. Ah! 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 Orbital
Yeah.
inbound.
Don't get hit by our orbital.
Reinforcing. Throwing supply beacon.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Me and Green need some help here, guys. Stop dicking around, get your asses here. Because we do need to extract. And we're not gonna do so if we're not together. Come on.
Proceed to extraction when ready.
Move your asses or you're gonna be left behind. Okay. I'm coming. Okay, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, go activate that shell. I'll come to you. We're missing something. There we go.
Requesting sentry.
Gonna get you up.
Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just running for it.
Outpost destroyed.
There is.
You will never destroy our way of life.
I see the zombie horde is still arriving.
Calling in extraction.
Squid outpost
2 minutes, and I'm just going to raise him.
shuttle inbound.
There we go.
Reinforcing. Requesting fortifications.
Now we don't need the shield. Okay. Let's see. We got 1 minute 32 seconds, boys and girls.
1 minute, 30 seconds.
We need extraction zone defended.
New mag. Inbound.
Where are you two?
Mag's empty.
Hello, right there. Red, purple, get your asses here. We're leaving without you. We are not waiting. Okay. Okay, let's make sure this happens.
1 minute.
Extract, 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 come on. They're still wasting their time. Fine. I mean, if they don't want to learn that and want to waste their time, fine. Me and Green are just going to be the only ones getting out of this. We'll wait, but
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
you got 30 seconds. Get a move on, soldiers.
Mag's empty. How about a nice cup of liver?
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Get some. Get some.
14 seconds.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing
Calling
zone.
down fortifications.
Dropping a pin. East, 100 meters.
Pelican 1
Calling down a
approaching pickup.
sentry.
Where's some backup?
Found something.
Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Alright. Gotta move on. Come on. Shuttle's here. Move, 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 move.
Fire in the hole.
Calling down a sentry.
We're waiting.
Get some.
Get your ass to the chopper already. They're enjoying that shit too much.
200 meters.
Alright.
You will never destroy
We're out of
our
here.
life.
I mean, if some people don't want to learn when they should quit, it's like, that's it.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Reinforcement budget depleted.
Yeah, and green. No point in wasting time for people who don't understand. I mean,
Squid.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
You have proven beyond doubt the mettle of the Helldivers.
I mean, that's the thing. Some people don't understand to listen to what's going on around them. Me and Green were just basically constantly going around the damned objectives, doing dumb stuff, while those other two were just dicking around. So it's like, yeah, of course they get to be left behind. Like, this is the thing people need to understand. The way you win missions and the way you win campaigns is you don't waste your damn time in certain scenarios constantly doing every single objective. You want to win a war, you gotta know when to go in, go out, get the job done, and get out. That was the perspective I do have on how we win this war. Because I've played so many games so many times in so many situations where we start a match and half the team is, or everyone else except me, is wasting their damn time doing a bunch of shitty bonus objectives that do not matter. Do you think you win a war on the basis of doing everything in every mission? You win a war by doing missions. You win a war by doing all the operations. So that is the reality of the situation. And yeah, of course, they're like, oh, God forbid. It's like, oh, you forced us out. Yeah, I forced you out because you don't understand when to fucking quit. Like, the key to winning the war is not one specific situation. It's all of these operations on any difficulty. If you're just doing one operation, you're not contributing to the war effort as much. That's all I had to say. Christine signing out.